It can accelerate like a supercar. It can tow 11,000 pounds, and it can rock crawl like a Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. Hi, this is Joe from Scarff Ford, and today we're talking about this beautiful 2023 Rivian R1T. Let's dive in. These Rivians are amazing. I'm a big fan of the product. We've bought and sold dozens of these things over the years, and they are fantastic. If you're looking for an all-electric pickup truck, there's not a lot of choices, but the Rivian is an excellent choice. It is beautiful on the inside and outside. It has quad motors. This particular one has quad motors, so it has a motor for each wheel. That gives it amazing off-road prowess because it's able to precisely modulate power to each individual wheel, making it amazing off-road. And some other advantages off-road, for instance, you don't have axles, or you don't have axle pumpkins to bash and snag on rocks. The underbody is completely flat, making it great for off-roading, rock crawling, things like that. Also, a lot of vehicles, for say like the Wrangler Rubicon, has a locking front differential, rear differential. Well, when you have a locked front differential, that can make steering really hard. But since this does not have locking differentials because it has 4 electric motors, steering is easy, even in off-road situations. This thing is beautiful on the inside. It's like an electric Range Rover. The fit and finish is absolutely superb. These things have proven to be very reliable and very robust. I was actually reading my Car and Driver magazine, and they did a 40,000 mile test, a Rivian R1T similar to this. They took it camping. There's a great aftermarket accessories. There's a camp mode, so if it's self-leveling suspension, it can level it out. You can put a tent on the back. You can mount a tent on the back with the accessories. You can get a kitchen that slides and slides out with a convection oven. And they were saying that it was only using about 6 kilowatts of power per day, just using it for camping, running the kitchen and the stove off of it. They were really impressed. I'm impressed. I haven't taken it camping, but just driving it and experiencing them, these things are amazing. 0 to 60 is at right around 3 seconds. And the Rivians have gotten a little bit more expensive. When they first came out, they were in the $70,000 to $85,000 price range, but now they have more versions. So if you're curious what version of the Rivian it is, it's always good to look at the software screen. So if you look over here, the Rivian R1T Adventure, driver's assistance, Rivian autonomy platform. It has a black mount interior of dark ash wood. The exterior is the granite, Al Capitan, I think that's short for. It has a large battery pack, so has a fully charged range of about 300 miles. This one has the off-road tires, so that does take away a little bit from range, but greatly improves your off-road prowess. And this has a Quad-Motor all-wheel drive, 20-inch all-terrain tires. So on those videos you see on YouTube of like Cybertrucks and Rivians stuck in the snow, a lot of those are on the street tires, which aren't going to be very good in snowy situations. So if you do want to do some serious off-roading, things like that, more than just beat up, surface, gravel roads, dirt roads, and things like that, you're going to want to have the all-terrain tires like this one has. And the Rivians have gotten a little bit more expensive. When the quad motor first came out, like I said, it was $75,000, $85,000 price range. But now they have more versions of the Rivian. They have a dual motor. They have different size battery packs, like they have a standard range. They have a large battery pack, which this one has. And then they have an even bigger battery pack, which is not available in the quad motor. So they have a dual motor, they have a tri-motor, and a quad motor. The tri-motor and the quad motor are now both over $100,000. They haven't released pricing on the quad motors yet, the new ones, but being that the tri-motors are $100,000, my guess is that the quad motors would probably be right around $110,000. So finding a pre-owned quad motor like this one on the used market might be a fantastic proposition. And this one is in great condition inside and out, beautiful shape, very nicely equipped with features. Nice big glass roof panel, lots of natural light inside. Looks like we have an aftermarket wireless induction charger. They said that the standard factory induction charger is not that great, so this might be a welcome update. Looks like we also have a little. We also have this nice aftermarket cargo divider with cup holders and stuff like that. Fit and finish is absolutely beautiful. Lovely open pore wood trim. We have leather and stitching on the dashboard and the doors. This is like an electric Range Rover. Even the fit and finish and attention to detail is even better than what you get with a Tesla. I like Teslas. I have a Tesla myself, but the interior has got a lot more going on than a Tesla. Even the more premium ones like the S-Nex, you have like an Alcantara or a suede cloth headliner. Beautiful shape inside and out. There's a great terrain management system There's an automatic air suspension, so in the off-road mode, you can get the ride height very high for great ground clearance. And then you can put it in performance mode and the suspension gets really low. There's also an eco mode where we'll only operate the front electric motors to make it more efficient. Since there's no engine up here, we have a frunk. There is a ton of storage space in this thing. You're gonna be surprised. I'll show you, there's a storage space all over. So there's no engine up here, so you have this big frunk, and there's also a second level under there. Very big. I really love the front end styling on these as well. They really create a cool ambient effect at nighttime. The whole light bar right here lights up. They look really cool at nighttime. There's those upgraded all-terrain tires. The yellow brake calipers are a giveaway for either the tri-motor or the quad motor, the more performance-oriented versions. Being 4 doors, it also doubles as an excellent family vehicle. Lots of space back here. And like I said, look at the little details back here, the little intricacies. They really go above and beyond. There's a screen back there. The rear seats, I believe, are heated. You have rear climate control. And look at this, we got even more storage underneath the seats. There's another storage pocket on that other side. But wait, there's more. We have the gear tunnel. You can access it from both sides. Absolutely gigantic. You have a lighting in there. Then they have storage compartments right here, like for a first aid kit, tool kit. Really nice. This has a tonneau cover. This is the manual one. The power tonneau covers ended up discontinuing, and with my experience of them, they'd bind up and they'd have a lot of issues. So the manual one's a little bit more work, but you'll have less issues with it. The way they hinge the tailgate is really ingenious. So it greatly extends the tailgate up to about 6 feet. Normally it's a 4.5-foot bed, but you have a 6-foot bed with the tailgate in a down position. And storage? Wait, there's more. We're not done yet. There's another storage compartment under here. It's got a drain plug, so you could like use it as a cooler, put ice in there. If you go fishing and stuff like that, you can put your Daly's Catch in there. You can also put a spare tire in here. Obviously this does not have the spare tire, but you can remove that divider and put a spare tire in there if you desire. On this side we have a power outlet. On the other side we have an air compressor. You can get an optional air hose. This one doesn't have it. I'm sure it's not that much money, but with the air hose, it can reach all 4 tires and it'll automatically inflate the tires to the recommended air pressure. Pretty cool. Well, there you have it. An awesome example of a 2023 Rivian R1T quad motor. Over 800 horsepower, amazing off-road prowess, can tow up to 11,000 pounds, about a 280 mile range with the all-terrain tires. And how much energy does it consume? Well, I recommend reading that Car and Driver article. Fast charging can be a little bit pricey. It's got a very large battery. The battery is probably almost twice as big as what you'd find in some other like EV cars, smaller EV cars. It's a big truck, so it requires more energy to move it along. But charging at home is the most efficient way. You'll set up a 220 charging at your house. Basically, it's just like a dryer outlet. You'll get a full charge overnight. Our Car and Driver said that they costed it out, and for the amount of energy it used, it probably translated to about a vehicle gets 30 miles per gallon. Well, what 800 plus horsepower off-road pickup truck that can tow 11,000 pounds gets 30 miles per gallon? And even more so for us in the Pacific Northwest, since we have some of the lowest utility rates in the whole entire country, since we get a lot of our energy from hydroelectric, I think it'll save even more money over gas, which is just the opposite. We have some of the highest gas prices in the country, which is crazy since we have oil refineries here, but I think we just have really high gas taxes. So even more so, us here in the Pacific Northwest, we can really benefit from the savings in the EV. And on top of that, there's maintenance. You know, think about like, what would we compare an 800 horsepower pickup to? You'd compare this to like a Ram TRX or a Ford, Velociraptor, SVT Raptor. Those vehicles have complex, high-performance, supercharged, turbocharged V8 engines with lots of complexity that need expensive dealer maintenance, full synthetic oil changes. There's a lot that can go wrong. And these are far more simpler. It's like an appliance. Basically, it's tires, air filters. That's pretty much it. Wiper blades. There's not going to be expensive 30, 60, 90K services. There's not thousands of complex moving parts. There's dozens. And EVs are proving to be robust. EVs are actually proving now that they're lasting longer than gas cars. The average gas car's lifespan is about 130, 150,000 miles. There are millions of EVs on the road. So the jury is out. There's EVs with 200,000, 300,000, 400,000 miles in the original batteries. In fact, it's turning out that many of these EV batteries are so robust that they're actually outlasting the vehicles. They're outlasting the EVs. So they're trying to figure out what to do with these EV batteries, how to recycle them and keep on using them, since the cars are wearing out before the batteries do. So all that misinformation you hear about when the batteries are going to fail, when you're going to have to replace them, the batteries are like an engine in a car. Most likely you're never going to have to replace it. It'll last the lifespan of the vehicle. And Rivian has a really long battery warranty. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and hope to see you soon.